Hi folks, we're going to take a look at page 376, number 11E. So here we have an exponential equation, and I see that I've got a 3 to the x and I've got a 3 to the minus x. So as we've seen, something that's been very useful is to manipulate the equation so that you've got the same exponential expression throughout. And the way I can do that here is to rewrite 3 to the negative x as 1 over 3 to the x. So here that leaves me with 3 to the x plus 1 plus 56 divided by 3 to the x equals 0. And here I see that I have variables in the numerator and denominator. So this should make me think that I'm going to be solving something that can be written as a rational equation. Okay, and if I let z equal 3 to the x, I can do just that, because then this becomes z plus 1 plus 56 over z equals 0, and that's just a fairly straightforward rational equation. Okay, so I'm going to solve that by multiplying both sides by the lowest common denominator, which in this case here is just z. So I'm left with z squared plus z, okay, plus, and here cancel out the z in the denominator, so plus 56 equals 0, and not surprisingly I'm just left with a quadratic equation. So here I try to factor this. I guess 56 is 8 and 7, but unfortunately they need to both be positive. They either have to both be positive or both be negative. So that's not going to help me get positive 1 for my coefficient of z. So I'll have to use a quadratic formula. Okay, so here negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 56, all over 2 times a, which is 2, and right away here I realize that I'm going to have a negative in the square root. So that means there's no solution for z. But if z has no solutions, then 3 to the x has no solutions, and so there's no solutions to this equation. Okay, so it actually turned out that there's no x value which satisfies the above equation. But we could only know that, at least easily, by converting it into a rational equation. So again, you have to look out for these things. So here, as soon as I see a 3 to the minus x, that makes me think I should be taking the reciprocal in order to get the same expression throughout. And then from there, once I do this change of variable, I treat it exactly like a regular rational equation. Normally, at the end, I would replace z by 3 to the x, but in this case here, z itself had no solution, so that means 3 to the x has no solution, hence x has no solution. Okay, that's it for this one.